So, what are the big technological forces that are really about to reshape our world? Well, today we're going to get some answers by diving into McKinsey's 2025 Technology Trends Outlook. The report really kicks off by asking the most important question of all: what's just hype and what's actually here to stay? We're going to explore the technologies that have the real power to transform not just business, but our everyday lives. We're not just seeing slow, gradual progress anymore. We're in a period of intense, super fast technological acceleration. Countries, corporations, they're all in this high-stakes race to lead the next wave of innovation. And if you want proof, just follow the money. Look at this. After a bit of a dip in 2023, investment in these key tech trends came roaring back in 2024. And for things like AI and robotics, the funding didn't just recover, it actually shot past 2022 levels. That tells you there's some serious renewed confidence in where this is all going. But here's the thing. AI isn't just another trend on the list. The report calls it the foundational amplifier. Think of it like a catalyst that speeds up progress in absolutely everything else, from robotics to bioengineering. It's the key ingredient that creates these powerful new possibilities when different technologies start to mix. Okay, so that brings us to our first major topic, the AI revolution. And listen, this isn't just about the AI you're probably already familiar with. There's a totally new development that is rapidly changing the entire game. Let me introduce you to Agentic AI. This is a massive leap beyond the chatbots we're used to, the ones that just give you an answer. Agentic AI can actually act. The best way to think of it is as a true virtual coworker. It can plan a whole complex project on its own, manage different digital tools, and even talk to other systems to get a job done. It's a game changer. And the speed of this shift is just staggering. We've seen a nearly 1,000% jump in job postings for agentic AI roles in just 1 year. Now, the total number of jobs is still growing, of course, but that explosive demand, it shows that companies are absolutely scrambling to build teams with these new skills. And this quote from McKinsey's Lorena Yee really nails it. She says this isn't about replacing people. It's about creating entirely new kinds of teams that combine human talent and these new digital coworkers. The companies that figure this out first, they're going to unlock incredible advantages in speed and innovation. So if agentic AI is the future, what does it need to actually work at a massive scale? Well, this brings us to the physical stuff, the real nuts and bolts that this whole AI revolution is built on. Because the reality is this AI boom is putting unbelievable pressure on our global infrastructure. We've got this huge surge in demand for computing power, and it's exposing cracks everywhere, from data centers that are running out of power to supply chain delays for hardware, and of course, a critical shortage of skilled people. These are the messy, real-world problems that have to get solved. The industry's response has been a total shift in hardware. We're moving away from general-purpose chips, the Swiss Army knives that can do a bit of everything, to specialized semiconductors that are built for one single purpose: running AI. These things are custom engines that deliver the raw speed and energy efficiency that this new era demands. And these specialized chips are basically the building blocks for this massive infrastructure expansion. They're the heart of all the new AI-ready data centers, and they're the key to unlocking advanced networks like 5G and those low Earth orbit satellites. It's all coming together to create this powerful interconnected backbone for the whole AI revolution. Okay, so now let's see how this all clicks together. Because the real magic here isn't in any single piece of technology, but in how they combine to create solutions that were basically science fiction just a few years ago. Let's imagine a machine breaks down in a factory. First, a traditional AI uses pattern recognition to figure out exactly what's wrong. Then, our new friend, Agentic AI, steps in. It acts like a project manager, creating a full repair plan and ordering the parts. And finally, a robotic arm goes and performs the actual physical repair. See that? 3 different technologies, all working together seamlessly. And this right here highlights a core idea in the report: combinatorial power. The biggest breakthroughs are happening where these different trends overlap and connect. That factory example isn't just a story about AI or a story about robotics. It's about the entirely new capability that emerges when you combine them. So what does this all mean for us? For people? Well, this massive technological shift is fundamentally reshaping the entire relationship between humans and machines.
A really key theme in the report is that the story is changing. It's becoming less about technology replacing humans and a lot more about technology augmenting our abilities, helping us create these new, more natural ways for people and intelligent systems to collaborate.
And this collaboration is becoming so much more seamless, right? We're talking natural interfaces like voice and gestures. The machine is evolving from just being a tool to becoming a genuine co-creator. That virtual coworker idea we talked about? It becomes a much more intuitive partner. And it starts to dissolve those old boundaries between human work and digital work. But of course, as these systems get more powerful and more autonomous, the idea of responsible innovation becomes absolutely critical. Ethics are no longer just a nice-to-have idea. They are a strategic necessity. The report lays out a few key pillars for this. We need transparency, so we can understand how an AI makes its decisions. We need fairness to make sure the models are free from bias, and when things go wrong, we have to have clear accountability. All of this is what builds trust, and the report calls trust the ultimate gatekeeper. Without it, none of this gets off the ground.
Which leaves us with a really critical question for the future. As these technologies accelerate and become more autonomous, how do all of us strike the right balance between their incredible power and our own human oversight? That's really the central challenge, and maybe the greatest opportunity that lies ahead.